morning all. Okay, today our topic is about Manipur crisis. Okay. Okay. So recently in news. So why was it in news? Okay. So Manipur crisis happened like 3-4 months back, right? So why it is in news now? Okay. So yesterday in Lok Sabha, they have passed a bill in Lok Sabha to extend president's rule in Manipur for 6 more months. Okay. So president rule is already there in Manipur. Okay. So இப்போ என்ன சொல்லிருக்காங்க இன்னும் ஒரு 6 monthsக்கு they have asked for extension. Okay. Right. So Lok Sabha has passed it and still Rajya Sabha yet to be passed. Okay. So Rajya Sabha la இன்னும் pass பண்ண கிடையாது. And the same time, like why they demanded for the extension. Okay, they cited the reasons that we need to ensure continuity of peace and normalcy in the state. Okay, so they have quoted that under president's rule only little bit peace is there. So let it be there for some time, and then we can go for next government. Okay, and opposition parties have demanded for fresh elections. Okay, and to end the president's rule and start fresh elections. Okay, and go back to the normal affairs. Okay, right. So and like in Lok Sabha, they have also pointed out that they have recovered around 25,000 of weapons. Okay, 1,500 explosives. Okay, and like thousands of arms, ammunitions. All these things they have recovered. Okay, during this state. Okay, and there is no much violence after president's rule have been imposed. Only like one death happened it seems. Okay, so the reasons nala enna sollirukanga idella kaaranam, so adanal nama vandu innu or 6 months nama extend pannona it will be better appdin sollirukanga. Okay, so first of all we need to know why president rule have been imposed in Manipur. Okay, so like everyone know about the Manipur crisis. Okay, and we are going to discuss in detail about Manipur crisis and related to ST and how we are going to pass this you are going to include someone in the ST. Okay, that's a main cause, right? So all these things we are going to discuss in this class. Okay, right. So first of all, let us see about the geography and demography of Manipur. Okay. So when you see geography, for example, this imagine this is Manipur. Okay, and you have center, you have valley. Okay, Impal Valley. Okay, then all these regions are hills. Okay, right? So you have hills surrounded and in the center you have Impal Valley. Okay, this is the geography of Manipur. And when you see the demography, okay, demography in the sense about the people, okay, how they are diversely spread, what community is there, what caste is there, that is demography. Okay, studying about the people, right? So in the demography structure, Meitei people account for around 44%. Meitei people, we have Meitei people around 44%. Then we have Kuki Zo community around 60%. Then you have Nagas 23%. Then apart from that, other communities also there. Okay, so this also include Hindus, Christians, Muslims. Okay, and apart from that, other religion, their tribal people religion. Okay, so all these people are included in that. Okay, and Meiteis maximum they are Hindus, Kukis, like, and in Meitei community also you have Muslims also. Okay, they will say Meitei Pangals. Okay, they are Muslim community, but in Meitei group. Okay, even though they are tribal group, they are Hindus and Muslims in that group. And Kuki, you see, like, lot of them are Christianity. Okay, lot of them belong to Christianity. Okay, so this is the demographic setup of Manipur, right? Okay. Okay, so what was the trigger factor? Okay, so we said that president rule have been imposed. Okay, so if president rule is imposed means what happened to the state government? Okay, so first the state government la irukkudiya president CM vandittu he is stepping down. Okay, so what led him to step down was a violence. Okay, so the violence started in 2023. 2023 violence started. Okay, so the enna issue. Okay, so on April 2023 Manipur High Court, Okay, Manipur High Court have recommended the state government to include Métis in ST list. Okay, like they have recommended. Okay, so High Court to government. Okay, they have recommended to the state government to consider including Métis people in the ST list. Okay, so this was the trigger factor. Okay, so why this includes, so this tells us that Métis does not belong to the ST group. Okay, so Métis வந்து ST group la illa, adanaல தான் ST la add பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. And you see most of the northeast fullave enadhu, it's like full tribal areas, we know that. Okay, but even then also there are some category of people still they are not included in the ST list. Okay, this is what we can get the inference. Okay, so ipo ST list la வந்து add பண்ண சொல்லிருக்காங்க. So why Métis people want this demand? Okay, why Métis people are demanding that? Okay, okay, they demanded that, we will see the demands and everything. Okay, like then next one, then you have Kuki people. Okay, so Kuki people opposed to this. Okay, so Kuki people tell that don't include those people in ST list. Okay, so for this opposal, for this opposing, they started a march. Okay, tribal solidarity march. Okay, a protest. Okay, it was started calmly. Okay, so tribal solidarity march in Solta, they have started it in May 2023. Okay, then slowly if there is a protest for a prolonged time, it might sometimes turn into violence. So the protest soon turned into a violent event. Okay, then clashes started between Métis group and Kuki group. Okay, this is what the trigger factor. Okay, so now let us see why Métis are demanding ST status and why your Kuki people are opposing it. Okay, idu rendukana factors enna paapom. Okay, this is the immediate trigger factor. Okay, inclusion of ST list. So next one is your other causes. Okay, or background. Okay, so first of all, you see, you know the geography of Manipur, right? So Manipur you have bordered with which country? Manipur is bordered to apart from that country, MSP. No, no. Myanmar, right? Myanmar. Okay, right? So you have Manipur bordered with Myanmar. Okay, then apart from that you have Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, you went to Tibet. Right? Okay, so you have Manipur which is bordered with Myanmar. And you see, like we have already seen in the Mizoram crisis, Mizoram refugee crisis la paathom that Chin people, then Bombs people and your Kuki, okay, all these Nagas, then all these are like they are related. Okay, everyone is relatives. Mizo people, or these four groups are Chin, Mizo, Kuki and Bombs. All these four people are relatives. Okay, ethnic relations are there between these people. Okay, so like they are established here and there. Okay, so first of all you should understand that. Okay, so you see, first we'll go for the causes. Okay, so if in the causes pathina, we have already said your valley is in the middle and it is surrounded by hills. Okay, and geography pathina, around 10% only belongs to the valley. 90% of the land is hills. Okay, but you see 44% of the people are living in the 10% of land. Okay, they are Métis group. Okay, so Impal Valley la, so valley la ungalku 10% and this is 90%. All the tribal groups are living here and 10% la dhaan namalku Métis group vantu irukanga. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is, compared to your hills, valleys are always rich. Okay, like they are fertile land. Illaya, so fertile land irukku appadina, you take the history, always there will be settled population only in this valley region. Illaya, so same category here, you have settled population. Okay, and tribal people are not like that. Illaya, so settled ah neenga vantu irukrappo you will be little bit forward. Illaya, avangala vida you will be little bit forward, right? So the same thing. Okay, so இப்போ Métis group எப்படி இருக்காங்கன்னா, அவங்க வந்துட்டு they have established, like it is a valley, they have established institutions, இல்ல road இருக்கும், infrastructure இருக்கும். Okay, you compare it with the rural and urban. ஓகேங்களா, even rural urban லயே அந்த differentiation இருக்கு. So the same thing happens here. Okay, so for Kuki people, they think like Métis peoples are much more forward than them and they feel themselves as they are backward and they are being discriminated. ஓகேங்களா, so அவங்க backward ஆ இருக்காங்கன்றது அவங்களோட thought. So when you have a group of people who are already settled in some place, then you should not term them as ST. ஓகேங்களா? அப்ப tribal people சொல்லாதீங்க. We are in the hill regions. So when you say some people as tribal means that not just they are only in the restricted geographical area. ஓகேங்களா? So ஒரு ஹில்ஸ்ல இருக்கிறதுனால மட்டும் உங்களை ட்ரைபல்னு சொல்லிட முடியாது. You are telling someone as tribal, then they will be cut off from the mainland. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ மற்ற பீப்புள் கூட பழகிறதுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு கஷ்டமா இருக்கும், அவங்களுடைய கல்ச்சர் வேறையா இருக்கும். All these things will only denote a ST. Okay, so Kuki people tells like they are in the valley. So we are still far backward than them. So you don't give ST status to them, because if you give ST status to them, benefits, they will start utilizing the benefits of ST and we will start regretting it. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இப்போ ST benefits வந்துட்டு what are the ST benefits we can have? ஒரு ST இருந்தால் ரிசர்வேஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ கட் ஆஃப் வந்துட்டு எஜுகேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ஸில் போனோம் அப்படின்னா கட் ஆஃப் கம்மியாக இருக்கும், ஏஜ் ரிலாக்ஸேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும், எக்ஸாம்ஸில் பப்ளிக் எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட்ஸில் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு ரிசர்வேஷன் இருக்கு. ஓகே, தென் அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் ஆல் தீஸ் திங்ஸ், ஒன் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங் இஸ் ட்ரைபல்ஸ். ஓகேங்களா? ட்ரைபல்ஸ் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா எஸ்பெஷலி திஸ் ஷெட்யூல் 5 ஏரியாஸில், ஓகேங்களா, 5th ஷெட்யூல் கீழே வர ஏரியாஸில் ட்ரைபல் பீப்புள் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா தே கான் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் their land to non-tribal. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ people who are under schedule 5 areas, that too especially tribal people, they can't transfer their land to non-tribals. So in this case you see inge irukkiradhu yaru cookies. Okay, so inge irukkiradhu Meitei population. Okay, so this 90% area the Meitei people can't buy land. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ வாங்கினா அந்த 10% லேண்டுக்குள்ள தான் வாங்கணும், 90% லேண்ட்ல they can't buy land. Okay, but here tribal people are there, no? These people they can buy land in village, I mean in the valley. ஓகேங்களா? அப்ப 10% landல they can get the land. ஓகேங்களா? அப்ப whole 100% அவங்களால வாங்கிக்க முடியும். பட் Meitei people ஆல only 10% only they can get land. ஓகேங்களா? they can't touch the 90%. Okay, this is a drawback. So Meiteis are pointing out this. Okay, so one thing is your land. ஓகேங்களா? then second thing we said your valley is much fertile. So settled இருக்கிறாங்க. இன்னொரு important is the capital. Okay, so lot of people, see you take normalaவே நம்மளுக்கு வந்துட்டு you have a urban area, lot of people will migrate from rural to urban இல்லையா? in a search of job opportunities or educational opportunities, better exposures, they will go to cities இல்லையா? அப்ப இங்க ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு இங்க tribal group இருக்காங்க, இங்க valley இருக்கு, so in search of employment opportunities lot of people will migrate to your urban areas or your valley. Okay, so இதனால என்ன ஆகுது? population வந்துட்டு it's increasing. See, Meitei group they are separate group and they will have different cultures, and Kuki people they are different. Okay, so when you have people coming to your place and there is a mixture of this, you will feel like your culture is being haunted இல்லையா? உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த feel இருக்கும். Okay, that thing one thing. And second thing is resource constraint. When you have increase in population and that too only 10% of land is there, you have resource constraints. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ தே வில் ஃபீல் லைக் ஓகே சம் அதர் பீப்புள் ஆர் கம்மிங் ஹியர், தே ஆர் செட்டிலிங் டவுன் அண்ட் தேர் டேக்கிங் அவே ஃப்ரம் அஸ் அண்ட் வி ஆல்சோ கான்ட் பை ஃப்ரம் தேர் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஒரு ரிசன்ட்மெண்ட் தே ஸ்டார்டட் ஃபீலிங். ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த மெயின் ரீசன்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரீசன், ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபர்டைல் லேண்ட் அண்ட் த பாப்புலேஷன் இன்க்ரீஸ் அண்ட் எஸ்டி ஸ்டேட்டஸ் டிமாண்ட் வைக்கிறது. ஓகேங்களா? தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் திங் இஸ் யூ ஹேவ் இல்லீகல் மைக்ரன்ஸ். ஓகேங்களா? இல்லீகல் இமிகிரன்ஸ். ஓகே, as we said earlier, மியான்மர் வந்துட்டு நம்மளுக்கு இருக்கு. மியான்மர்ல லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் they have ethnical relations ன்னு சொன்னோம் இல்லையா? so this group, this 4 group இல்லையா? so இந்த குரூப்புக்கும் இவங்களுக்கும் லிங்க் இருக்கிறதுனால might be lot of people were immigrated illegally from Myanmar to Manipur. அப்படிதான் இந்த குக்கி குரூப் வந்துட்டு நிறைய பேர் வந்துட்டு அங்க இருந்து இந்த மாதிரி இல்லீகலா வந்திருக்காங்க. so they Meitei people are calling them as illegal immigrants. okay, they are calling them as you people are illegal immigrants, you don't have the right to stay in our land itself அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. ஓகே, then apart from that they are also accusing them for poppy cultivation. Okay, poppy cultivation. So from poppy we can get opium. Okay, so Kuki people they have pointed out that Meiteis and Nagas, everyone are telling that Kuki people are cultivating poppy and they are involved in this drug cartel அப்படினு சொல்றாங்க. They are accusing them. Okay, so you see we have already seen Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, all these 3 countries are known as golden triangle. Good. ஓகேங்களா? golden triangle அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? so these 3 countries are known for producing your opium, right? yeah, drugs. ஓகேங்களா? so meth, opium இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் நிறைய வந்து ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய countries தான் இது மூணும். Okay, so that is little bit spilled over in India nu vechukonga. Okay, and you have this Kuki people and you have connections with the Myanmar country, and they are like they are disguised as people of India, but still they will be connected to Myanmar. They don't care about the countries, they are involved only in profit making. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ அப்போ அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க, நிறைய பீப்புள் இங்க இருக்கிறவங்களை இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணி இந்த பாப்பி கல்டிவேஷன் வந்துட்டு பண்ண வைக்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ வெதர் திஸ் அக்யூசேஷன் இஸ் ட்ரூ ஆர் நாட் வி ஷுட் நோ. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இப்போ என்ன திடீர்னு நம்ம ஒரு குரூப் வந்துட்டு நீங்க வந்துட்டு இப்படி ஓபிஎம் செல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்கன்னு சொன்னோம்னா அது உண்மையா இருக்கா பொய்யா இருக்கான்னு நமக்கு தெரியணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ யூ ஷுட் நாட் ட்ரஸ்ட் இட் பிளைண்ட்லி. ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் ஹேப்பன் prior to that your 2023 in the HC recommendation இருக்குது இல்லையா? so prior to that state government have started an eviction drive. ஓகேங்களா? eviction drive. okay, so ஒரு eviction drive வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றாங்க. எதுக்கு அப்படின்னா to control this poppy cultivation. okay, forest land வந்து encroach பண்ணி so அங்க இருக்க trees வந்து அழிச்சிட்டு என்ன பண்றாங்க, poppy cultivation வந்து பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. so one thing is forest encroachment, the other thing is poppy cultivation. okay, so state government what they did, they started an eviction drive called war on drugs. okay, war on drugs. so they started the drive from 2017 itself. okay, so now the recent one is war on drugs 2.2. okay, so under this eviction drive we recovered around 19,000 acres of poppy cultivated land. 19,000 acres of poppy cultivated land. okay, so the எல்லாத்தையும் என்ன பண்ணுவோம், கேப்சர் பண்ணி எரிச்சு விட்டுறோம். ஓகேங்களா? right, we are disposing it off. right, so war on drugs 2.0, 90,000 acres have been recovered. okay, so this shows, okay, adu in the districts இருக்குது இல்லையா, the major poppy cultivation areas actually dominated by cookies. okay, so இப்போ இந்த கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் இருக்கறனால so this also shows that somehow they are connected. ஓகேங்களா? மியான்மர் இருக்கு, they are connected அப்படின்றத காட்டுது. so Meitei people are accusing like the whole Kuki people are doing this. okay, it's not so, but still somehow this Kuki people, like some of the people belongs to Kuki and they are doing this cartel thing, drug cartel thing. okay, so இது வந்து மேஜரான accusation. then apart from that you see political leaders. so you have this area well developed இல்லையா? so உங்களுக்கு center region கொஞ்சம் developed இருக்கு. so developed இருக்க regionல இருந்தா ஜெனரலா என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, leaders வந்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் developed இருந்தானே வருவாங்க, எதுவுமே தெரியாம வர முடியாது இல்லையா? so you lot of political leaders, members, your MPs, everyone are from this Meitei, your Meitei community or Impal Valley. ஓகேங்களா? so இந்த ஏரியா அதாவது ST ரிசர்வேஷன் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு like Lok Sabha state legislatureல இருக்கும், பட் இருந்தாலும் lot of they are more dominated by political groups இல்லையா? so அந்த political groups வந்துட்டு strong hold எங்க இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு, ஒரு educated groupல இருந்து இல்ல some political power they should have இல்லையா? அந்த power வந்துட்டு settled groupல இருந்தா உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும். ஓகேங்களா? so that one thing. okay, so they feel like they are discriminated. ஓகேங்களா? even they don't have political power also அப்படின்ட்டு Kuki people are feeling. ஓகேங்களா? Meitei people are dominating the political power, we don't have much power, so we are discriminated அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. okay, then apart from this one more important thing is Manipur and all these northeast are known for insurgencies. okay, so insurgency in the sense they take arms and they attack the government. ஓகேங்களா? so அதான் insurgency. okay, so it is known for insurgencies. so இப்போ நீங்க வந்து eviction driveக்கு போகிறப்பயேவும் they are attacking them itself. ஓகேங்களா? உங்களுக்கு போலீஸ் பர்சனல்ஸே அவங்க அட்டாக் பண்ணி சில டைம்ல அந்த eviction drive கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணவே முடியாம they have returned back. okay, so like group of people are opposing it. okay, so all these are the causes for division between Meitei and Kuki people. okay, so Naga people are also there, they are also against Kuki's involvement in poppy cultivation, but still Meitei வந்து உங்களுக்கு predominant வேலியில இருக்காங்க, இவங்க வந்து கம்ப்ளீட்டா இங்க இருக்கிறதுனால அந்த clash வந்து இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? right, so these are the reasons. so when you have ST status, right, as we said we will have this reservation, then tribal land transfer, that one, and you can have a tribal advisory council. ஓகேங்களா? so tribal advisory council இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா you can take actions regarding the welfare of your community. ஓகேங்களா? so அதுவுமே உங்களுக்கு ST statusல கிடைக்கும். okay, so you take Meitei group, even Kukis say that they are a little bit forward. ஓகேங்களா? you take Meitei, when you compare it to the mainland, ஓகேங்களா இந்தியாவோட மெயின்லேண்டோட கம்பேர் பண்ணுங்க யூ டு தி செவன் சிஸ்டர்ஸ் ஓகேங்களா ஸோ இந்தியாவோட மெயின்லேண்ட் எடுத்துக்கோங்க இப்போ நீங்கள் இவங்க கூட கம்பேர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா வெதர் தே ஆர் பேக்வர்ட் ஆர் ஃபார்வர்ட் backward இல்லையா so what they are demanding you don't have much educational institutions there ஓகேங்களா நல்ல டெவலப்மெண்ட் கிடையாது ஓகேங்களா all your technological developments are not like how it is in your mainland even in rural areas mainland it will be easy to get Wi-Fi signals internet and everything but when you go for this type of northeast states it will be difficult because of the terrain ஓகேங்களா see even though like Meiti or in the valley they are surrounded by hills இல்லையா so still they are cut off from the other states still they are cut off from the mainland okay so what they are demanding is also reasonable okay what Cook is demanding is also reasonable so the state has to take action accordingly okay so when this violence has started okayla protest idukka start pandranga so protest start pannadum violence agudhu and this violence state government couldn't control this okayla for 2 years it was there after this period okayla control panna mudiyalendradhukku apparama the chief minister has stepped down then only your president rule was brought in okayla so ipo enna ketranga still for 6 more months of extension okay so this is the whole story of Manipur okay then one more thing is how we are getting this ST status okayla so ipo enna ketranga high court recommended state government illaya so high court solla kediyadu no judiciary has a right to say like you add them in the list ஓகேங்களா பண்ண முடியாது we have already seen no presidential reference okay so executive actionsல வந்துட்டு like judiciary can't involve okay there is separation of power இல்லையா right so in that case high court can tell addition ஓகேங்களா ஒரு recommendation they can give okay so how this process happens அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா first the state government ஓகேங்களா so state government வந்துட்டு proposal வைக்கணும் okay to the tribal ministry of tribal affairs okay so the state இப்ப என்ன சொல்லிருக்காங்க high court தான் state government கிட்ட ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க இல்லையா so the state government okay so they need to give a proposal to tribal ministry of tribal affairs okay then ministry of tribal affairs will forward it to Registrar General of India Registrar General of India he will forward it to Registrar General of India okay he will do the review and then he will pass it to National Commission for ST National Commission for ST National Commission for ST then again it will come back to Ministry of Tribal Affairs they need to finalize it okay they do the scrutiny and they will finalize it okay then after that it will goes to cabinet for cabinet approval and when the cabinet have approved it then it goes to when cabinet approves it it goes to no cabinet parliament okay so it goes to parliament to become a law okay so bill should be passed in the parliament so parliament bill pass பண்ணி தான் உங்களுக்கு ST குள்ள ஒரு கம்யூனிட்டியை இன்க்ளூட் பண்ண முடியும் ஓகேங்களா then it goes to the president he will give his assent and he will notify okay so actually யார் வந்து notify பண்றாங்கன்னு கேட்டா president ஓகேங்களா but you have whole this process before that okay state governmentல இருந்து president கடைசியா notify பண்றாரு okay but அதுக்கு நடுவுல இவ்ளோ பெரிய process இருக்கு okay usually this will take very lengthy period ஓகேங்களா long years வந்து இது எடுத்துக்கும் okay so in that case it is difficult to get a ST status right okay. So that's it for today okay thank you